A spirited and quirky young girl who is into all the things girls her age are interested in, such as taking photos. She was awakened from a piece of drifting eternal ice, only to find that she knows nothing about herself or her past. Though initially feeling dejected, she decided to name herself after the date of her rebirth, and thus, on that day, March 7th was born. Why does March 7th take photos?
First of all, girls like me should like this kind of pastime. Besides, I won't forget anything that I keep a photo of.
What has March 7th come to learn about photography?
Number 1. When taking pictures of terrible cuisines, all the details must be clearly visible on the pictures because taking pictures of food is equal to eating them. Every detail matters. Number 2. As long as you can take a picture with your eyes closed, you'll be able to capture an expression of your subject with their eyes closed.
Why is March 7th always wearing her camera?
Because if anyone ever seals me away in ice again, at least I'll have my camera with me.
So why doesn't March 7th just use the camera on her phone?
Oh yeah, why not? Hang on, it's because of that sense of formality.
March 7th's ability is six-phased ice, but she has always insisted that it is not ice but some kind of condensed crystal.
Come on, ice can't be this beautiful.
The bows and arrows March 7th uses in battle are also made of the six-phased ice, but she is not satisfied with the fact that her weapon is a bow.
Great warriors never use bows. Besides, if I use my ice arrow to attack my ice shield, nothing will happen at all.
March 7th has also worked hard to practice a unique skill called Star-Crazing Glass Greatsword, but she never succeeded.
March, judging by the name, it should be a great sword, right? Well, but it doesn't feel as good as an ice sculpture. Smash!
Compared to Pom Pom the conductor, Himiko the navigator, Don Hung the guard, and Welt the jack of all trades, even March 7th has a hard time explaining her role aboard the Express, despite calling herself a warrior. But March 7th's every move affects the crew's course of action all the time. Passenger March 7th slipped and fell. March, watch out for the Galena ball above your head. March, have you taken pictures of the sights over there? I believe March. If she said it's not delicious, then it's truly not delectable. Rather than calling March 7th someone who constantly worries people, it would be better to say that she works her way into people's hearts. March 7th, of course, is oblivious to this and is struggling to think up the right role for the Trailblazer. For March 7th, who has been drifting in space, the situation in which she awoke isn't too bad. She woke up on a passing train, and the people on the train looked friendly. The only problem is that even though she has a reasonable understanding of what's going on around her, she still doesn't know anything about herself.
Who am I? Where do I come from?
March 7th looks at herself in the mirror, imagining dozens of potential past lives for herself as she tries on the various outfits that Himiko had assembled for her. But she can't be sure of what her past was like, and what kind of past a girl like her should have. The only thing March 7th can choose to be is her current self, and the only thing she can look forward to is the future. She is both frightened and glad. March 7th in a Xianzhou-styled outfit, a sword-wielding female martial artist. Learning swordsmanship from both Yun Li and Yanqing, she is eager to create more beautiful memories on the Xianzhou. Visiting the Law Fu for the first time, the Ambrosial Arbor Crisis, the War Dance, she not only bore witness to the Xianzhou ship's transformation, but also her own growth. The girl in the photograph moved nimbly in the flower grove. Petals rained down as she wielded her sword with vigor, fluttering all over her robes. Was she still the same March 7th from before? Her footwork had become skilled, and she carried herself with poise and composure. Before she knew it, she could already wield her dual swords with confidence. A minor achievement, but one that nevertheless transformed her into a person that she could hardly recognize.
If I want to know who I really am, then I must find the truth myself.
She quietly made up her mind and turned her gaze to the sky, hope and anticipation filling her eyes. Countless stars and endless worlds gazed back upon her, twinkling in the skies they did.
My past is growing bit by bit each and every day.
Indeed, for her past and future both have gradually taken on new colors.
So happy I got to see Pom Pom in new clothes today. I like it. Today's my birthday. I'm still as cute as ever. Today, I finally have a junior. Isn't that right, Trailblazer?
We click the shutter many times without thinking. Do we do that to capture the happiness at that moment, or to capture ourselves at that moment? The girl could rock any outfit she chooses, but she was unsatisfied, judging by the dozen sets of clothing piled up behind her.
Cheese! Will this be my last outfit for today?
She thought silently to herself and looked at the girl in the mirror. She looked extra happy on this day.
Okay, this is me.
Dawn's first light whispers. In the stillness of the flower grove, a shifting form dances, startling birds into flight one after another. Silently reciting sword techniques, she moves with the flow, her once clumsy moves now gaining finesse, where the sword's cuts rend the air, petals fall like rain, swirling chaotically as they fall. Unbeknownst to her, the cool mist has dampened her hair. Nice swordplay! Startled, she instinctively turns her sword. Behind her, a young trailblazer with gray hair lowers the camera in hand. Beautiful memories won't just fade away with the wind.